Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about this term truth, because Jehovah's Witnesses call what they believe the truth. You'll even find ex-witnesses or people who are inactive still referring to it as the truth. And this is quite dangerous, because if you do that, you're doing what Jehovah's Witnesses do, which is conflating the actual meaning of the term truth with a religious dogma. That's a dangerous thing to do, because on a subliminal or a psychological level, you are doing what they do, which is accepting that their beliefs are true simply by calling it the truth. And the word truth really has an important meaning. It means that it corresponds to reality, that it maps onto reality in a clean or a neat way. And so calling it the truth adds legitimacy to this idea that it is in fact true, or that it corresponds to what is real. Now, a good modern day example of this is the term democracy. You'll find, if you look across the world, that very rarely will you find a country that is a democracy calling itself democratic in its name. But you will find many examples of countries that are not democracies, that are in fact dictatorships, calling themselves democracies. Now, why do they do that? Well, they do it for the same reason that Jehovah's Witnesses call themselves the truth. Let me give you a few examples. The People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. None of these are democracies. They're not even close to democracies. They're not even striving towards becoming democracies. They aren't even aspiring to that ideal. They're just calling themselves democracies. Why do they do that? Well, because the term democracy, just like the term truth, has currency. People value it. It's a given, practically, that people value truth over untruth. And in the West, at least, that people value democratic governance over dictatorships. And so it's almost as if they paint on this veneer of democracy by including it in their country's name to somehow gain legitimacy, to add some kind of respectability or gravitas to their country's governance. This is the same thing that has occurred either deliberately or by accident with Jehovah's Witnesses. They are calling themselves the truth, just like these authoritarian regimes call themselves democracies. They are true and democracies in name only. So what might we call it instead? Well, my preferred term is the dogma. And I prefer that term because it refers to an unquestioned set of beliefs that usually comes down from a religious leader. And that really sums up the belief system of Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, a dogma can be true or it can be not true, and many of the witnesses' beliefs are true. Many of them are false. And so I call it the dogma. You might prefer a different term, like the superstition, the cult, the religion, the high control group, the watchtower organization, whatever it is. But stop calling it the truth, because it's not true. And we don't want to lend legitimacy to something that is not true by calling it something that it's not. Okay, thanks for watching. That's all I have for today. See you next time.